This is Investment Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Daily live streaming interactive. Featuring Mrs. Backup. Subscribe, hit the notification, smash the likes. Now, here's Backup Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to Investment Perspectives, everybody. I wanted to make a quick video for you guys. We're going to talk about the digital dollar and everything associated with it for a second here. So obviously there's been a lot of back and forth. Is the digital dollar and the digital wallet still in the bill that's on the floor? Is it not in the bill? Is it in a separate bill? And what does it mean? Now we're hearing there's an article also about Ethereum launching a digital dollar. What does it all mean? Well, we're going to talk about it and sort it out right now. Okay, first of all, the digital dollar, digital wallet does appear that it has been separated to a separate bill by Senator Brown, Sherrod Brown, out of Ohio, and it is in the Senate as we speak. So, the digital dollar, digital wallet, access through member bank, non-member bank, and the ATMs and access at the United States Postal Service, all of that is still in play. All of that verbiage is still in a bill separate from the stimulus now in the Senate. So we'll have to keep an eye on where that goes from here. Now, with that being said, I want people to understand that this has been in play for quite a long time, what Ripple has been doing with the ILP and the XRP ledger. Remember, Ripple is no longer just a fintech payments company, software company, as they've said for many years. They recently said, and Brad Garlinghouse made this statement and has redefined the company now as a blockchain infrastructure company, which helps businesses and banks and other financial companies to really bring their business and their model into the digital world. That's what a blockchain infrastructure company does now. So that is what Ripple is now, right? According to Brad Garlinghouse. And it really makes perfect sense because they've created and designed the ILP, the XRP ledger, Spring development arm for new projects to come out, right? All of these things, RippleNet, right, which is really a new digital financial arm of a Swift, more than likely at some point absorbed, partnered, merged with Swift, I would imagine. Okay, so now this goes back quite a ways. There's a lot of people saying, if they do a digital dollar, I haven't seen that it's on XRP or the ledger. I haven't seen any evidence that it's Ripple or XRP. You're right. Or are you? Remember this? From back in 2017, this is one of the main things that stuck out to me when I was learning about Ripple and XRP and deciding to invest in them. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you my personal path. I've known about this since it happened, and this is the Federal Reserve Taskforce. Ripple improves speed and transparency of global payments. Now, the findings of this were compiled into what was called a McKinsey report. The McKinsey report came up with a recommendation after the findings of the Federal Reserve Faster Payments Task Force, which was 300 of the largest players in the world that were on that panel. And the findings of the McKinsey report recommended that Ripple was the best solution. They created a steering committee, of which on that committee, Ryan Zagone from Ripple was on, and Ryan Zagone was the only member from a digital currency, to be on that panel. Fun fact, the steering committee is an implementation committee. They also reported that they did all of the implementation from the McKinsey report, and they have since disbanded the steering committee because the work has been done. What does that mean now? Well, that means now when we come back to the notion of a digital dollar and a digital wallet, You literally have to believe that all of what I just told you with the Federal Reserve Faster Payments Task Force was done. They went through all of the motions and the hoopla back there in 2017, 2018. The McKinsey report, recommendation of Ripple, the steering committee with Ryan Zagone on it. They did everything they were supposed to do, and the committee's dissolved now. And you would have to believe that they did all of that and they did not implement Ripple or the ILP or XRP ledger. That's what you would have to believe right now, looking in the face of this information. Now, let's keep building the case, right? Remember this? Right before we had the opportunity to go to Swell and meet David and everybody else from Ripple, David Schwartz released a video about XRP Ledger and stablecoin proposal. Let's listen to just a few seconds of this.
And I got a lot of questions about the stablecoin proposal, so I thought it might be helpful for me to walk through what I have in the design to give people a better idea of how I intended the system to work. So first of all, it's a collateralized stablecoin. That means tokenized assets whose value are expected to remain constant in some unit. So if it's a dollar stablecoin and you have 10 of it, you're expecting its value to remain stable at $10. These assets have a backing asset, in this case XRP. That means that there's something that is supposed to guarantee its value. Now, in some of those systems, you can actually redeem the stablecoin for the backing asset. In some, you can't.
I think that's enough right there, right? There's enough in that right there for you to get the idea that there's many different styles of stable coins or a digital dollar that you could launch off of the XRP ledger now, isn't it? Right? Okay. So now, before we go to the next thing, what I would like to do is open up a piece here. 1 second. Let me get this opened up because this is absolutely a must-see here.
Is it possible that the USD could eventually be the reserve currency of the Ripple protocol, Ripple network?
It's certainly possible. You could also see another government, any country could do this, introducing, let's say, gold, 100% reserve-backed gold on the Ripple network, and people might decide, ooh, that's what I want to use as my reserve currency because maybe the government of China, let's say, does that and people trust them. There's certainly any number of ways this could play out. To some extent, Ripple Labs has bet on XRP. Ripple Labs holds an enormous number of XRP, and our primary business model is that they'll appreciate in the future. But of course, there's no guarantee.
I see. So now that concept that the US dollar could be the reserve.
And there it is. The conversation's there. The business model is there. All of the components are there to make this happen. You see clearly this is not something that has just sprung up in their conversation. This has been the pathway to where they want to go from the very beginning. Okay, let's keep this going. Now then, anybody remember this? Ripple's Spring Arm aims to interconnect the XRP ledger and the Ethereum network. Back in February, if you remember, they went to the Denver conference and they connected and made interoperable the Ethereum network with the ILP and the XRP ledger. There's a recent article out now that is talking about the fact that, they might be launching the digital dollar on the Ethereum network. It's fine by me. The Ethereum network is a siloed island unless you have the interoperability of the ILP and the XRP ledger. Don't believe it. It's still true. Remember this? From back in 2017. Ripple sends blockchain transactions across 7 ledgers. That was Ethereum. And they sent a large amount of money back then, if you remember. Payment channel, Ethereum, Ripple centralized 5 bells ledger, and also so-called trust lines were also used in the transaction. This has been a goal, again, from Ripple from the start. Just like this. When we go through this journey, it's always good to turn around and look back, right? It's always great to turn around and look back. Shout out to Mickey B. Fresh and Michael McDaniel for that turn around and look back business, because it really is true. You know, in the current state, when things are constantly changing and we get new information, it's always nice to look back down the road a bit and go, hey, what lines up here and what do we see that absolutely shows us some fundamental information that really reinforces what we already understand about where we are with our investment. And I think that's what we've done here today. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Mickey B for that video clip that I got out of the Telegram group. And if he got that from somewhere else, shout out to whoever that is. I don't know, but I got it from him recently in the Telegram group here. So that's going to do it for me. I just wanted to shed some light and just kind of some perspective on just how long Ripple has been in this pathway towards working with the Federal Reserve and doing many things, as well as launching a digital dollar on the network. The other thing I want to mention too is let's not forget about the Executive Order 13772, which highlights Ripple in the executive order from the current president. It is an executive order about modernizing and digitizing the entire government and every government agency and using blockchain and crypto or digital assets where applicable in those agencies for efficiency. That's going to do it for me, guys. Head on a swivel out here. Keep an eye out for more videos to come. I got a lot of great stuff planned for you. If you like this content, please share this with your friends, family, or what have you on social media platforms that you use. Let's broaden the audience and let's get this conversation going. I really appreciate all of you for coming through the channel and supporting the IP channel and the new digital channel or digital ledger channel, which is really great. Mostly pre-recorded videos there as well. So make sure you check those out also. I got another one coming out on that channel later today. And believe me, all of it is fresh content. It's not duplicate content. So understand that as well. I always make sure that they are definitely full information for all of you. So thank you guys for your support. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And I will catch you guys on the next one.